It's day 14 of designing an Animal Crossing island in 30 days on hard mode. Yesterday, we got a new villager moved onto the island, Sprinkle. And today, we're going to find another new villager and shove them in this plot right here. And we're also going to be just doing more things to work ourselves towards 3 stars, which should be very possible. I'm hoping by tomorrow, we can actually start checking to see where we're at and maybe make our final push for 3 stars tomorrow. We'll just see how that goes. Let's say hello to Sprinkle, who has an awesome house, by the way. I took your advice. I bailed on everything and everyone I knew. That sounds like something I would do. So Sprinkle claims to be walking distance from my house, which is not exactly true yet because we don't even have a ladder or a ramp up here. You are effectively trapped. I apologize. Tomorrow is the halfway point of our challenge, and I'm going to use this as an opportunity to strike fear into your hearts because not only are we not yet at 3 stars, we're also not doing well financially. So the idea that I'm going to be able to place all the different staircases I want, to upgrade my house to the level I want, all of these things, unlocking parts of Harv's Island, all these things require an abundance of cash. And not only do I not have that cash, I haven't given myself the time or space to do the things to make money. Fitting that we get the green bamboo mat after getting all this bamboo. I wonder if the game is waiting for me to get this craft material before giving me the recipe. It doesn't do that for other recipes, so probably not. No idea where I'm going to plant the bamboo either. I know we will want it somewhere for sure. I have a couple presents. Let's start giving people gifts as I do my dailies. I got another one of these samurai outfits. So, I guess we're starting a bit of a collection. I don't know, maybe I'll keep it. It's probably a different color than the one I have already. I am glad it's raining though. It means we don't need to water crops today. However, what are our daily tasks? Catching 5 bugs, it's something I will certainly do. And 5 fish, I guess I could do that. It's been a while. Stretching, yeah, all this stuff. Oh, you know why this is doable, actually? It's market day. I forgot to mention the best part of today. It's market day. It's Sunday. These Sundays have just been kind of sneaking up on me. I was even preparing for it yesterday, and then today I turn on the Switch and I get ready to record, just not even thinking about it. It's Sunday. Well, before I go into market day, I have a little bit of inventory management to do, which involves getting some fossils identified and deciding if we're going to just sell them or give them out as gifts again. I keep complaining about money. Maybe today we sell them and I just go about giving cherries and things like that as presents once again. One thing I would really like, actually, is the iron wall lamp recipe. That's one that people really like giving out as gifts because if you wrap one of those and give it out, it's supposed to like be maximum friendship points, if I recall correctly. And they don't put them in their house. Like they can't hang stuff on their walls like that. And it's really easy to make. I don't think it requires much of anything. I think it's just a little bit of iron, maybe some clay. But it's a pretty easy recipe without any consequences for the, look of the inside of your villager's house. I do feel like getting that recipe is a bit of a long shot, but it's one I'm looking out for. There's also other wall hangable DIYs I could probably use. I think they just, cost more materials that right now are very precious to me. By the way, love seeing these wreaths on everybody's doors. This was a good one. I like that we did that. Let's see if Samson's crafting. He is. I imagine it's another spooky DIY. Oh, no, it's the plain wooden shop sign, which is a really nice one. This is what it looks like. It's a really cool one because you can actually put whatever custom design on it you want. And as you know, we have some custom design making ahead of us as well. So we'll probably be making use of that one. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. Let's give him our last present we have right now. He likes his cherries. What do we get in return? A track jacket. They really only give me like shirts and outfits. I never get furniture now. What happened? Ever since I made Cora's shirt, everyone keeps giving me different clothing, and I can't figure out why. Out of 6 fossils, Blathers only wants 2 today. So since money is a problem, today is probably the day to do some real grinding towards paying down those different loans and things like that. Like if we can pay my house down again with, this inventory problem I'm having, that would be nice because yeah, all this stuff like stone and iron and things like that, I'm full. I can't do anything about it. So it's making market day a little bit less enjoyable because I can't get stuff out of my pockets without, of course, dumping it on the ground, which I don't want to do. But all right, let's go enjoy market day. Let's see if there are some new floors and wallpapers we can get. Let's see if there's some new furniture we can get our hands on. And let's just kind of load up what we can to start selling. Like yesterday, I got all these pumpkins and stuff set aside so that we can make some money off of these. We're going to sell the extra wasps and all kinds of stuff. Daisy May is here. For a little while longer. And yeah, no, turnips, I wish I could. I really wish I could. Okay, some pretty good items today. The towel rack, if we customize it, or if we leave it this way, is pretty versatile. This little piano stool is probably the thing I'm least excited about, but I love mugs. I love getting mugs, and I love the picnic basket. So these are good items for sure. All right, so let's select a whole bunch of stuff here. First batch of things, including all the fossils, is 30,000 plus. Even though I don't want to, I will go ahead and put all the crafting materials outside. And already we're kind of like halfway to paying down my loan. I am thinking of paying off the bridge, though. I don't know. Do I need to prioritize a larger house, or do I need to prioritize, you know, the island itself so I can make staircases and bridges? It's so difficult. I feel like we have so few days and so many problems. And we're about to go out and get another villager, which is a whole nother mouth to feed. It's just a big responsibility. So 49,600 for all the stuff we kind of put outside yesterday, leaving us with a lot of money. I think we already have enough to pay down the bridge right now. And we just got some points for selling more fruit. Before I buy out the store, let's see where the bridge is at. I do feel like stuff like this is probably more important to getting our island rating up. Okay, so it's 168,000 we owe, and we've not even gotten 1,000 bells towards that goal. I'm devastated. Okay, shoot, I'm gonna save the money for now. I almost put like 100K on it, but let's just take a beat. Let's buy out the store. First, I want to see floors and wallpapers. Oh, we're doing candy too. I'm not gonna buy any candy because I don't think I'm participating in the event this year. So, we definitely want some more wrapping paper. And then these are all the new floors and walls. And I think these are all new to me, which is cool. I accidentally backed out of the menu. So yeah, we're gonna buy one of everything. And I think what we're gonna do is buy one picnic basket, one mug, stuff like that. Somebody pointed out last market day that, you know, on market days, there's probably no reason I can't use the catalog over at the Nook stop as well. So if there is anything we've already picked up from someone that we want multiples of, that's a good point. We can absolutely use the catalog. I don't see why that wouldn't work on market day. I did put in the rules specifically with the catalog that the Nook shopping catalog is offline, and that would imply that it's never working, but I don't really see the difference. Well, I don't know. I wish I could ask what you think, but again, I'm kind of recording a little bit ahead of schedule. Maybe here, I'm not going to use the catalog today. By next market day, certainly I'll have seen your thoughts. So go ahead and let me know in the comments. Do you think the catalog is off limits on Sundays? I think I'm going to skip flowers and stuff for now, unless there's roses, which there are not. And I'm going to go ahead and buy like just one stack of wrapping paper. Also, they have more DIYs. I don't know if I missed these last time, but they have the Wildest Dream DIYs, and they're not telling me I already have this. That's kind of nice. I wonder what we're unlocking here. If you're playing Animal Crossing and you're on a slightly newish save, I would recommend going to this cabinet and just double checking that those packs of DIYs aren't something you already have, because this is one I actually tend to miss now that I'm thinking about it. But let's see. What's marked as new? Okay, it's all this stuff. We get the sink, the wooden fish, brick oven, the iron wall lamp. I was just talking about this. The kitchenette and the hearth. Okay, our gift problem is solved. I forgot to buy this stool. I must really not want this. I bet we end up using it. I bet it becomes our favorite item. It's velvet stool, by the way, not piano stool. I was getting confused. So, all right, we're doing pretty good. Again, I can't really put any of this stuff anywhere. And this is kind of why I want to prioritize my home loan over the bridge. Because if I do another home loan, I get a whole extra room onto my house, and then that solves my internal storage problem, but also my physical room count problem. Like, I have another room to decorate with. If I allow myself one more home upgrade and then maybe call it there unless I get like a big surplus of cash, that might be a good balance for me. So maybe we rough it a little bit longer with a lack of bridges and staircases and then get way more serious about it coming up here. I don't know. Oh, we also have 51,000 in savings right now. So this is enough to pay down the bridge, or it's enough to pretty much pay down the home loan, because I could probably go diving for a bit and get the rest of the money today. I'm going to do it. You know what? I'm going to do it right now. I'm going to put 170. I'll keep a tiny bit of money for me just in case. It's 28,000 left. We can easily earn that today. And I did say yesterday that today I wanted to focus a little more heavily on getting us to 3 stars. And one of the ways I want to do that is to buy some of these DIYs, if not all of them, because I have a lot of points and we don't need that many. If I'm really going to choose not to be too picky about villagers, I can probably allow myself just a couple tickets today to try and get someone good. And then we can use these DIYs really soon here to start really decorating the island. Like, we already have a couple farms set up, so there's a good amount of farm stuff, or at least stuff that would look good on a farm in this Nook Stop when it comes to DIYs. It's probably in my best interest to prioritize that right now just because of how slowly we're getting DIYs. So obviously I'm not going to buy them all right here, right now, but I am going to start buying from this list for sure. And once you learn them, they do disappear, if in case you're wondering. So once I actually learn these things, they won't be in here anymore. I think the fences will keep showing up, but all the furniture won't keep showing up. So we'll get the drinking fountain. I'll skip some of these other ones for now. Let's get the destination signpost because this is just an awesome thing to have. I like putting multiples of these down on islands, really. And then I think, yeah, the brick well, the simple well, the stall, all this stuff is really good. I don't want to buy too many right now, but I will buy all of these. Let's get the silo. It's very expensive, but also very effective as an item when you're kind of trying to make an area look like a farm. And I think I'll get the brick well. This leaves us with more than enough points to buy some tickets still, and we get to learn how to craft some really nice items, some really large items too. And large items are great for when you're like me and you're trying to fill out a space, but you don't have a lot of things to fill it out with. We learned so many things just now that we hit 100 DIYs and got 1,000 points. So far, it's been a really big day. So we got everything I want from Timmy and Tommy today, other than money. We're gonna be going back with a whole bunch of stuff to sell today. Of course, I still have presents I need to give out, but now we have a way to make those. And so the rest of our day is gonna focus on getting the next villager moved in and money. Let's see what the hot item is. Frying pan. Ooh, this is a good one because I think it's just a little bit of iron. Let's see, 2 iron nuggets. I have a little bit of iron right now. I don't have a ton, but I have enough to justify making a handful of those and selling them to Timmy and Tommy. I think also I have a Nook Miles task for selling a hot item today, which I never really get to do these because they're always closed. Yeah, I want to make wall lamps to give as gifts too, which I also need iron for, but this is good. I think we're gonna sell some frying pans first. Remember how I talked about one thing is worth a certain amount of bells, and you craft it, you've made that thing worth double its value? Well, on hot item day, we're making 1 iron nugget worth ×4 basically, because it's gonna double its value when it's crafted into something, and then the thing we're selling them is doubled in value. So does that make sense? It's a pretty powerful way to make money, and if you ever get the opportunity to burn a bunch of ingredients to make a simple item, because it's the hot item of the day, I recommend taking advantage of it. It kind of does pain me to get rid of so much iron right now when I do need it for other things. But like I said, I need money more. I have to make a sacrifice somewhere, whether it's time spent diving or materials that I can't really afford to lose right now. You know, money ain't cheap. Of course, one of the best money-making methods in the game is to wait until they want to buy a donation box from you, and it will double the value of the donation box. So all you need to do is take a donation box, fill it with money, sell it to them, and it's going to double whatever it's worth. And there's kind of a bug that they never addressed where they will give you the amount that you put in ×2. So if you put 100,000 bells in a donation box and you sell it to them, they're going to give you like 200,000 bells for that thing. Someone can correct me if I'm wrong about this. The thing that stinks about the donation box is that you can only fill it 1,000 bells at a time. So it takes forever. But I've tried this before, and yeah, you can absolutely game the system that way. Will I do that? Well, given the opportunity? No, I would no. But it's worth noting that they're only ever going to ask you to make something for the hot item that you've actually learned how to craft. So keep that in mind. If you know how to make a donation box and you don't have a ton of other DIYs in your arsenal, I mean, there's a chance that during this challenge on a Sunday, they ask us to make this. But there we go. We already have enough to pay down our loan and then some. 46,000 from those frying pans, or about 45,000, but whatever. It's in my best interest when I go villager hunting today to probably hit the rocks on those islands. I typically don't if I'm in a hurry, which I kind of am. I think I just have to do it. What do I have left? I have this much iron and clay. This is all the iron and clay I now have in the world. I haven't hit every rock on the island today. We can get some more. I'm just going to use some of it right now to make the wall lamps to give out as gifts. Plus, this is just a really cool item. I like decorating with these. If someone gave me one of these as a gift in real life, I wouldn't be mad. I made 4, so it would burn my current stack of wrapping paper that I had on me, And I've already given out some gifts today, so this should be more than enough to like give everybody else who will accept a present right now a present. For example, Molly. So yeah, like I said, wrap this up. Give this as a gift. I believe this is maximum friendship points you can get from giving a gift. And I got another open track jacket. This is getting absurd. The more clothing items they give me, the more I want to protest by wearing custom shirts. Sherry's gonna give us a basketball tank. Can someone please give me a piece of furniture? Faith is gonna give me a Zen cushion. Okay, second Zen cushion. We'll be able to craft that stack of them soon, I guess. 2 is actually pretty nice. We can make like a little, you know, Zen seating area somewhere with those. For now, I think that's everybody I can give a gift to, but we'll see. I still need to say hello to Marshall, who is currently unpacking. Oh, no, that's wrong. Marshall's already unpacked, I think. We have to say hello to Marshall, and we get to see his house in its final form here. Yeah, I love Marshall's house. They did such a good job with this one. And he's drinking coffee in it too. That's so cool. A shrine to himself. Yeah, no, it's a shrine to me, really. Dude, by the way, do any of you ever decorate like this, where you put 2 things close together because they look nice, but it makes one of the things not functional? He's pretty proud of this sofa too, after I tapped on it. It's engineered to fit his body. I'm noticing he doesn't have a bed, so I think he sleeps on it. But yeah, he literally can't sit in it because this is here. But it looks actually kind of good. The only thing I would say is that it's on wheels. It'd be kind of cool if, you know, well, I can pull things if it's my house. I can't pull if it's his house. But yeah, it'd be kind of cool if that was like how he slept on his couch. He chose this table specifically because it has wheels and he can like drag it over. I wonder, did Nintendo think that hard when they were choosing to do this? Because having like a sofa that I can't use bugs the crap out of me. I can't decorate like this, but what do you think? After giving everybody their presents for the day, I still have some Nook stuff to do. I still want to go diving, but I think we go now and pay down my home loan. And like I said, this might be my last one for a while. It is now done. There's no turning back. Let's go ahead and ask Tom Nook for an upgrade. And yeah, the next loan's going to be hefty for sure. Let's buy 2 Nook Miles tickets. We're going to use 2 tickets today to find the next villager to live in Grimvale. And while we're on these islands today, I'll also hit all the rocks and spend a little bit of time looking for some furniture in the trees as well. More importantly, though, we need to see who's here. Oh, it's Astrid. Yeah, maybe if I was starting an island full of clowns that nobody likes, I would invite Astrid. But unfortunately, I don't think Astrid's going to be a pick for Grimvale. Ooh. A banded dragonfly. This is actually not a bad place to catch one of these because this is such a small, confined space. Although it is headed the wrong direction if I want to get it. The trick to these is to get them at your beach, just going towards the water like this. There we go. They have nowhere to run. I'm not taking Astrid, but at least I got something out of this visit. I managed to find a Mr. Flamingo in a tree, and now I'm just gonna hit the rest of the rocks and get out of here. And we're doing a good job of finding a lot of iron and clay in these too, which is exactly what I'm looking for. Now, this one was mostly clay. I can't complain. I've been struggling to obtain this material, so having a trip where we get mostly clay is fine, but as you know, today iron would be kind of ideal. But enough of that boring stuff about clay and rocks. We need to figure out who this villager is going to be. Unless this person is just truly abhorrent. This is probably the villager we're going to be taking. Oh, it's another bamboo island. Oh my gosh, we got Octavian. Are we really going to have 2 squids on the island? Honestly, I just think Octavian's kind of cool, especially in contrast to Zucker, who's like a total sweetheart. Octavian seems like, you know, he's not afraid to get in fights. And I don't know, the big bandage on the back of his head just kind of tells me he's really not afraid to scuffle. If Tom Nook is coming at him with like an unfair deal, you know, he's gonna throw some tentacles, and it's not gonna be pretty. I also think he's our first what archetype is that? Grumpy villager? And honestly, just getting every different type of villager on your island is a good idea because that's how you learn all the different reactions and stuff. In other news, I think we're about to make some frying pans, not gonna lie. The iron on these islands has not been too bad. Another one of these islands with no DIY, which is a bit disappointing, but we'll move on. We got our villager. Now it's time to go about the rest of our day. Also, I refreshed my axe, so I'll just show you that I got some one-off points there. Yay! First, I'm gonna make a few more frying pans just to, you know, capitalize on the hot item of the day. And these, combined with a couple other items, will bring us to an additional 17,800 bells for a total of 36,796. And from here, I'm gonna focus on the rest of my Nook Miles tasks. My goal is to get these done, and then I'm going to go diving. Oh no. I have my first thinking villager. There's no way he wants to leave already. Uh-oh. I don't like this. I was just thinking about my house because I do that sometimes. Please tell me it's about furniture. It's super comfy for me, and for the bugs on the floor, I wonder what other folks think of it. Would you like to come over? Oh, thank goodness. I don't like doing this. I'm going to say yes because I just want him to like me. I don't want Zucker to leave. Come on in. Okay. Yeah. Oh, nice dirt floor and cherry radio you have here. All right. Well, this was fun. See you later. Oh my gosh. He's begging me to stay. Why? Now I'm trapped in this house. I already gave him a present today and everything. He's like following me around. Look at him. Do you want me to like admire something? Let me just turn on his stove real quick. Is this what you want? Can't imagine cooking without my gas range. Okay, so I admired his things. Does he want me to talk to him some more? Want to play a game? This is what he wants. Yes. High card, low card. All right. I prefer this of the 2 card games. And he's offering me like clothing for it. So let's see. It's a 5. Of course it's a 5. I'm gonna say higher. It's a 2. Oh no. I don't get the garbage from your attic. Okay, will he let me leave now? Thanks for hanging out. Thank goodness. I want to give you this. It's Spring Blossoms. It's my favorite song. Oh, I didn't know this was a way to get music. Okay, well, that was kind of cool. This is literally my first song. Let me know if you've ever gotten a song from a villager, or if you've been held hostage by a villager like I just was. My Nook Miles Plus tasks are almost complete. I just need to sell the shells I collected, but before I do that, I want to donate all the new fish and bugs I caught. It is a pretty good amount. And then with everything I picked up here, with the extra fish that I caught, I think this is going to be a pretty good amount of money. Yeah, 15,000. That's awesome. I'll just grab up all these points. And now I can move on to my final push of the day for making some money. And that is going to be to attempt, I say attempt because I'm running out of time, attempt to pay off this bridge. There's a chance I end up with a lot of new diving creatures. There's a chance I end up with a lot of junk that doesn't sell for a lot. I think I can do a couple of rounds of diving though. And I'm hoping that gets us there, or at least close. But if I can wake up tomorrow with a fresh bridge and an upgraded house, I'm going to feel so good. That is a great way to kick off the halfway point. Oh, I want to tell him no so bad. Then again, he might give me a pearl, so this might be worth it. And he did. He did give me a pearl. Oh, great. This is awesome. I think pearls are worth 15,000 just on their own. So this is going to be a good first trip to the ocean today. Here's our first batch of sea creatures with only one new thing to donate. And including our pearl, they're going to spend 26,200 bells. I'm not sure why I was expecting that to be like a lot more money. Like, I thought certainly after a couple of diving trips, I'd be very close to paying off this bridge. That was one of like 2 diving trips I was planning on doing. Now, I know that I still need to get up to like 100 sea creatures before the good stuff starts popping up, and that's probably where I'm kind of like getting confused. Also, I don't have my inventory fully upgraded, and last time I did this, I did have a whole extra row of inventory to work with. So yeah, there are a couple of things working against me. I was just expecting that to be closer to like 50K. That means that honestly, the pearl carried the weight of that entire thing that I just did. Like, I don't know. I'm gonna keep diving and do at least one more round so I get closer to that number and we start to unlock like the more valuable creatures, because I'm gonna need to do something at some point to make money, so this is as good as anything. But I don't think I'm gonna pay down the bridge today. I'll just be honest with you. Although this crab could be worth something. Crabs are usually worth a good amount. So if all this diving doesn't work today, I do have one more idea for making hopefully the rest of the money we'll need for the bridge. It's a long shot though. And when I say long shot, it probably sounds like I'm gonna do turnips or something, but no, that's not what I mean. I just mean I'm bad at math and I don't think this is gonna work. Who knows if I'll need to resort to this mystery money-making method though. These things are usually worth, I think, more. Maybe we're gonna do okay here. All right, nothing in this grouping here was donatable, so let's see what they're worth. 27,400. I guess that tracks. Wasn't too dissimilar from the last trip we made. All right, well, my secret money-making method that I want to participate in right now is actually involving these pumpkins we set aside yesterday. Using materials to craft things doubles the value of those materials. So there's nothing stopping me from making stuff like the spooky tower or spooky arch or things like this that could, you know, get us a little bit more cash. Like right now, I could afford 2 spooky tables, and that'll also use some softwood. That's probably my best bet. It'll be quick to craft these, and I think they'll be worth a good bit. Oh, see? Bad at math. I didn't have enough pumpkins. I was not paying attention at all. I believe these pumpkins are really only good for customizing, but let's see if they count towards the pumpkin total. Yeah, okay, that's what I thought. I know I said I'd keep them, but I'm gonna sell them. And I'll sell the spooky table. I'll keep the orange pumpkins, because they're turning out to be even more valuable than I remembered. And what will this get us? All said and done, that very little bit of pumpkin stuff we just did is 10,750. So at least at my current level of expertise with diving, this is a much more profitable way to make money. It's a shame I didn't plant an even larger farm. To stay true to my priorities, I will go ahead and put 100 grand on this bridge, just like this. And that means we only need 67,043 bells in order to finish paying it off. All in all, this is still not a terrible place to be going into the halfway point. So tomorrow we will focus probably a little bit more heavily on decorating, since we think we can maybe get 5 stars tomorrow. And if it's ready, that video will be here. So go check it out. Otherwise, I'll see you tomorrow. Subscribe.